No, she's gonna knock the tree over.
Shush canoe. There are other ways to. Sashi.
Hey, it's Sue.
And Megan in the restricted section.
Today we're going to do Josh's cheese book tag.
Yes, and we were tagged by Beck's Books, and the original was done by Literary Gladiators.
Yes, Josh from Literary Gladiators, to be specific.
Right. Thanks, Josh.
Yeah, but we're drinking this Autumn Ale After Rakin.
After
Autumn
Rakin.
Ale, it says, from Breckenridge Brewery.
Yes. Brewery.
And let's try it. It
Yes.
says Bavarian hops and Munich malts.
Let's give it a go. Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not awesome, but
No.
it's okay.
That's alright.
Tastes
Not,
decent.
not wonderful, but not bad.
Yep. So we're talking about Megan's favorite food.
Oh, I don't like cheese.
Just kidding. Megan hates cheese.
Megan hates cheese so
Which
much.
is weird.
Black. Alright, so the first one is probably like the worst cheese, in my opinion. It's processed cheese. If you like processed cheese, like American cheese, any variant, or Velveeta, a book that is a guilty pleasure. If you do not, a book that is renowned, but you feel is overrated.
I like processed cheese because I am unrefined. In fact, I love American cheese. Like American singles. I eat that all the time. Not plain though. I don't get those people that eat cheese plain. I'm not that big of a cheese fanatic.
People get weird about cheese, man.
I know. I'm not like I like cheese, but I'm not like super crazy about it like some people are. But anyway, so my guilty pleasure book, I chose Hothead by Damon Suede, or just any like sexy,
Erotica.
erotic. It's kind of erotica.
Mm.
I guess it was erotica. I don't know if it's erotica or romance, but there was definitely some explicit sex scenes in there, which I'm not opposed to.
Get it on. Get it on. It's natural.
Yeah.
Natural. I do not like processed cheese, so I chose a book that is renowned but that I feel is overrated, and I chose Fight Club, which I realize may be not a super popular opinion, but it wasn't a bad book. I didn't dislike it at all, but I really didn't see what all the fuss was about.
I still need to read it and watch the movie. I've never even seen the movie.
See, I like the movie better than the book.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of those rare instances.
Alright, next is Emmentaler? Emmentaler? I don't know. And this is a book with too many holes in the plot or structure, so I'm guessing that's a holy cheese.
I would imagine so. I would not know. I assume I would hate it. I picked Harry Potter and the Cursed Child because I feel like there's a lot of things that are just kind of too easy or too like neatly resolved, and then
that's true.
They also like break several rules of time travel and it's time travel, so whatever, but yeah.
And I picked Empire, a zombie novel by David Dunwoody. This book was just a fucking mess. Like,
Yikes.
it was so much shit thrown in there for no reason. It just, yeah, it was just stupid. I don't know what else to say. And it used rape as a plot device.
Nope.
Which is not cool.
Not cool. Not cool whatsoever.
Yeah, so didn't like that book at all.
Big old pile of garbage. The next one is Mozzarella, which is a book that is rightfully renowned.
I had some mozzarella sticks right before I came here.
I find mozzarella to be like one of the least offensive types of cheese.
Don't you like macaroni and cheese, like with the powdered cheese?
Yeah, only if it's the blue box kind, because that's all. Yeah, I haven't had that in years though.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't had macaroni and cheese in a while either. I can't eat it I eat it every once in a while, but there was a time when I was little that we got flooded in to our house for like a week. We couldn't leave our house because we had a creek.
Yikes.
Ran across the road on both sides of us.
Oh no.
And we ate macaroni and cheese for like a week, that whole week, because that was like all we had for a while. And so I got like so sick of macaroni and cheese that I was like, I'm never eating this again.
Never again.
And I eat it, but not often.
Not a lot.
Okay, so this is a book that is rightfully renowned.
Yes.
I chose The Little Prince by French guy.
French dude.
I can't remember the author's name. But yeah, The Little Prince is a great book. Yeah. It's just great.
Good on you, author.
French guy.
French fella. I said The Blind Assassin by Margaret Atwood. I think it's one of her more like well-known or popular books, and it is fucking awesome. I love it.
Alright, next is Sharp Cheddar, a book that is great despite sparking a sudden reaction.
Ooh, I said The Road by Cormac McCarthy because that one just kind of punched me in the stomach with just like hopelessness and despair. Like, everything in the world is terrible. Nothing will ever be joyful again.
Yes. And I chose Count Us In, Growing Up with Down Syndrome by Jason Kingsley and Mitchell Levitz. This sparked a lot of emotion in me. There was times when I was angry because of the way they were treated, the way the doctors told their parents to just institutionalize them when they were born.
Bad idea.
There were times when I was like crying because it was a roller coaster of emotions, but I really liked it.
Very cool. The next one is Muenster, a book that should not be judged by its cover or face value.
I feel like I always choose a Rainbow Rowell book, but instead of Fangirl, this time I went with Eleanor and Park, because again, the cover just looks silly and like cutesy.
Floofy. Like
it's gonna be some cutesy little love story, and this book is pretty real. Like it's a love story, but yeah, it gets rough. Yeah.
I said The Pint Man, which I really should have it to be able to show the cover of it, but I got rid of it. Because I was really excited because I bought it because it had a beer on the cover.
Right.
You know, it has a beer on the cover, it's a book.
Perfect.
Figured everybody wins.
Right.
No, it was basically like a rom-com for dudes. Next one is Parmigiano Reggiano. It's Parmesan cheese. It's Parmesan. A book that is the complete package.
I picked Les Miserables by Victor Hugo because there's romance, there's intrigue,
treachery,
yes.
treachery.
There's like political turmoil. It's just got a little bit of everything sprinkled in there.
Something for everybody. I said the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which is more than one book, but that's fine. Because, same reasons. There's adventure, there's betrayal, there's a little bit of romance. There's something for everybody.
Yep.
Yo.
Next is Feta, a book that leaves its mark or has a strong message.
I find Feta very offensive as far as cheese is good.
I like Feta.
Oof.
Again, I probably wouldn't eat it plain, but I like it on a salad.
Oof.
Something like that.
Oof. Just the smell of it makes me cringe.
It is a little bit of a stinky cheese.
It's stinky. We have a thing of it in the fridge. It's pretty potent. I said One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Kesey. I think it definitely leaves its mark. It is a really good snapshot of the way mental illness was treated back in that time period. And there's a lot of racism, sexism, and then obviously the way the mentally ill were treated was horrible. So I felt like it definitely made its mark.
And I chose The Jungle by Upton Sinclair. This book, I mean, people didn't really get what they were supposed to get out of it, but it still left a mark, and after you read it, it's kind of another one of those, like, punch in the gut, just, let me just crawl into a corner and die kind of things. So,
Yikes.
yeah.
I bought that at the library sale, so.
Happy reading!
Happy reading to me! Alright, so Roquefort. Is that how you say it?
I have no idea. I've never heard of that.
Roquefort? I don't know. A book that you feel deserves greater recognition.
I chose the book We Die Alone by David Howarth, which is one of my favorite books. And I don't think I've ever heard anyone else talk about it. It has like over 5,000 ratings on Goodreads, which, you know,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Not terrible.
But this is a true story of a man who, during World War II, he gets captured. Well, no. Let me think. In my brain.
Find it in my brain.
He's part of a group that's going to Norway to train the citizens.
Sasha!
To train the citizens in to fight the Nazis, and they get spotted. Their ship gets spotted and attacked, and he's the only survivor. And so he's trying to make his way through Norway and into Sweden to safety without getting caught by the Nazis. And it was just like this amazing, epic story of like, this guy should have died several times. And he made it out with only, I think he maybe lost a few toes to gangrene.
Yikes.
I think that was about it. And he cut his own toes off, by the way.
Fuck.
Because he knew he had gangrene, and he was like, I gotta cut these
go.
off.
I'm gonna lose my foot.
I'm gonna lose my whole leg.
Oof.
Yeah, like, that story was just like,
Damn.
wow. And like, the title, We Die Alone, is like, a lot of people did help him along the way.
So he would have died.
Yeah, and these people, if the Nazis had discovered they were helping him, would have probably died as well, you know? So, it was just really, a really good book.
Ooh.
Check it out.
Sounds intense.
Yeah.
I said The Library at Mount Char. I've talked about this one several times. I just think it was really, it's one of the weirdest things I've ever read. And it was just really interesting, and there was just a lot of stuff packed in there. So it was super bizarre.
I need to borrow that from you sometime.
Yes.
Alright, next is Asiago, a book that was beyond your expectations.
I said The Shadow of the Wind by, lost his name. Carlos Ruiz. It's a fawn.
Carlos.
It's a gnat. Honestly, I only had this on my TBR because I was going to Spain. And I was like, I want to read a book by a Spanish author while I'm in Spain. And so I Googled, like, books by Spanish authors. And that one popped up. And so I was like, yeah, that sounds alright. So I put it on my TBR. And I completely fell in love with this author. And now I just can't read enough of his books. So I loved it.
Yeah, I need to read that too.
Yes!
So many books.
So many books.
I chose a book that I just read recently, and that's The Apprentice, My Life in the Kitchen by Jacques Pepin.
I just love that you giggle every time. Jacques Pepin.
Jacques Pepin. Feel very French.
But France.
Yeah, but I love Jacques Pepin. I used to watch him as a kid and just love him. Like, he's just adorable. But I wasn't sure if I'd like this because I don't like cooking, and I'm not like a foodie really. I mean, I like food. Who doesn't?
Food's good,
but I'm
yeah.
not like going out and trying weird stuff all the time or anything.
Fancy shit.
But anyway, and also like, no offense, French people, but French food sounds like really gross most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it tastes great, but it doesn't sound appetizing.
Sounds nasty.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I really, really liked this book though. It was just delightful.
Yeah.
And he obviously did talk about food a lot, but he talked about it in like a deeper sense of like food in connection with like where he was in his life at certain points,
Yeah, that's pretty
so,
cool.
I really liked it. And there was like, it was kind of cool because he puts a recipe at the end of every chapter, and it's like something that is connected to that chapter, which is kind of cool. I mean,
I think that's
probably
neat.
won't cook any of it,
but you could.
But I might. I
you were so
could if I
inclined.
wanted to.
Yeah.
I can make some. I can't pronounce that.
Gnocchi alla romaine.
Is that how you pronounce
gnocchi.
that? Gnocchi?
Gnocchi?
I don't know. I always thought it was gnocchi, but I don't. That's probably wrong.
We're clearly not fancy.
We are not a French.
We are not French. So probably super.
I did take 4 years of French, but I learned nothing because I had a different teacher every year. So it was like I just started over every year.
So you know the basic French.
I do.
Yeah.
Je m'appelle Susan.
Je m'appelle. I know zero French. The next one is Gouda, a book that was a lighthearted delight.
I chose Bridget Jones's Diary by Helen Fielding. I mean, there's some not so lighthearted stuff in here. Like, she has some serious body image issues. But for the most part, this book is just really funny. And, and again, delightful.
Delightful.
It's really Gouda.
It's a Gouda. Don't sleep on the Gouda. I had a hard time with this one because I don't read books that are that lighthearted. They're all Gouda, but they're not lighthearted. So I chose Coraline by Neil Gaiman, which is pretty dark still, but I thought it was a really cute kids book. So maybe I'm fucked up.
I've only seen the movie, and it was cute, but also pretty creepy.
Yeah.
So this is Limburger. I've never heard of like half of these cheeses. Okay, so Limburger, a book that proved to be too much to endure.
I know that Limburger is stinky, but I've never
heard of
eaten
that.
it.
I don't know what that is.
I've never had it. I chose Bad Marie for this. God, that book was so bad. It was just the actual worst. Like, the story was like really outrageous and like outlandish, and then the writing was bad. Like, at one point she's talking about how this dude is cooking them breakfast, and she says he made it on a baguette because he's French. Like, that's an actual line from the book.
Lots of French things going on in this tag, even though cheese. I mean, there's a lot of French cheese, isn't there?
I don't know, maybe.
Not really sure where cheese originated.
Where did cheese come from?
I don't know.
I don't know. What kind of sick fuck was like, my milk is hard, I'm gonna eat it?
You know what grosses me out is cottage cheese.
Oh, because
Like,
it's lumpy.
it doesn't taste bad. I've tasted it, and it doesn't taste bad, but it's just what it is like, I can't do it. I just can't do
That's
it.
gross.
So I chose King Leopold's Ghost by Adam Hochschild. Hochschild. This wasn't really like too much to endure. I was supposed to read this for a class in college I think it was my world history class. And I mean, you can see I got a long way. There's some highlighting and shit that I did in it. Like, I got quite a ways into it.
You
and
did.
then I just got behind, and I never finished it.
Like, fuck it.
Because I just got behind because I was working pretty much full time during college and had all kinds of shit going on, so I just never finished it.
Shit happens.
I'm sure it's good. I mean, it's about King Leopold II of Belgium, who he carried out this like really pretty brutal like plundering of the Congo for a slave trade. Like, I think it says, what does it say? Slashing the area's population by 10 million.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Damn.
He was not cool.
Not cool,
King
friend.
Leopold.
Not cool.
I'm not your friend, pal.
Pal.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
I'm not your pal guy.
So the next one is Brie. A book that gave you that warm, mushy feeling.
Such a gross. Brie.
Warm, mushy.
Brie is delicious though.
I've never had Brie.
It's really good on, like, if you get like a fancy cracker and then put some brie on it and an apple slice and drizzle some honey over it.
Okay.
And nuke it for a few seconds. So good.
I believe you. Go
That's
lay
a
down.
recipe from me.
That's Sue's recipe for success. Yes.
Anyway, the book I chose is Where the Heart Is by Billy Letts. I am a sucker for that book and the movie too. I've watched the movie several times. It's just really sweet.
Heartwarming. I again struggled with this one. As I was like, what's a book that gave me warm fuzzies that was not The Shock of the Fall? So
I talk about that book too goddamn much.
All the time.
Maybe we should make a resolution in 2017 to
I will not
talk
mention
about
The Shock of the Fall. I said Watership Down because there were some heartwarming moments in that book. And it's about bunny rabbits.
Yeah.
Even though
bunnies are cute.
Bunnies
even
are
when they're
warring and
when they're dictators.
yeah, it's a cute dystopian society because it's bunnies.
It's adorable.
It's adorbs.
Cutest little dictatorship you've ever seen.
Precious. Right, Murphy? Murphy just can't get enough of YouTube. Can't get enough of YouTube.
He wants to be a star.
Star.
So this beer, it's fine.
It's meh.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's decent, like, easy drinking.
Yeah.
Nothing really bad about it, but it's not anything
Nothing
special
great either. Mm-hmm. Murphy, get down.
It's
alright.
average.
It's meh. Yeah. So, were we gonna tag anybody in this?
Oh shit, we always forget to think of that part.
We do.
Who should we tag?
Has Monse been tagged in this?
She did the cheese tag, I think. Or she did the Monse Hates cheese tag.
That's why I was thinking.
But I think did she also do the cheese tag?
I don't know.
I don't know. Monse, if you haven't done the cheese tag, then do it because
cheese
you
tag.
also hate cheese like Megan does. Who else? I'm guessing Amy's probably already done this tag.
Probably.
Because she usually does the foodie tags.
Yeah.
But if you haven't, Amy from A Dusty Bookshelf.
What about our buddy Ben?
Ben
Sanders.
Sanders. I don't think you've done the cheese. Have you done? I don't know that he's done many of the foodie tags.
I don't know. Amigo, have you done the cheese tag?
Amigo. Now we're Spanish and not French.
I mean, Spanish by proxy, right? It works like that.
Yeah. You've got a little Spanish in you.
Not right now.
We're gonna tag anybody else?
No, it's all good. I forgot to tag anyone. I forgot to think about it beforehand.
Yeah. I was trying to think of somebody we hadn't tagged in a while. We haven't tagged Erica in a while, have we?
No.
The Perks of Books?
No, Erica.
Erica, get your cheese on.
Erica, cheese it up.
Yeah.
Get cheesy.
Do it.
Do it. Ooh.
Alright. Megan really hates cheese.
I hate it so bad.
So that's gonna be it for us.
Yes. So down below, there are some links where you can find us elsewhere on social media.
And if you have not subscribed yet, there's also a red button.
And it says subscribe on it. It makes it really easy for you.
This side?
I don't know. Maybe it's
Down,
over here.
it's red.
It's red. It
See
says
it?
subscribe. It's pretty. I mean, you'll find it.
Yeah.
You can find it. It's easy.
And yeah, thanks for watching our cheesy cheese tag.
Cheese.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.